commuters should really be compensated for their time driving to work. I agree with that 100%. My poor partner at one point had a job in uh I I almost said where. He had a job at a place that was it required an hour and a half commute one way. So, in total he was driving 3 hours a day to go to work, which was absolutely nightmarish for him. And yeah, that fucking sucks. So I feel like they should pay you during that time, or at the very least, like completely cover the expenses of your gas and things like that. But they really should just pay you as if you were on the clock. Oh my god, cool. And there's something up here.
You have to help us.
Guy's just chilling. Oh, here we go. Quote, we need more villagers. We've gone through the miners already. Weaklings. The cartoon villains need more bodies to churn through. I think these little notes are pretty important for this quest, so... Letter of confirmation to confirm, yes, I've heard the reports. I
found a letter
Samson.
from Samson himself.
That piece of shit. Had 2 jobs that were 25-minute commutes, which isn't too bad, but I was constantly thinking about paying for gas and food. Yeah, understandably. It like cuts into such a huge portion of your day to just like drive a bunch. I don't know. I feel like it kind of just fucks with people's heads sometimes. Like even if it's only only a half hour, it's still pretty bad. Maybe at the very least doing all this was a good idea because it gives me a consistent source of all this this Dawnstone, which I don't know what like tier it is, but hopefully it's like pretty good. That's 3? Okay, that's really good. Glad I like driving, but I do wish I had more free time. Yeah, that's my partner really likes driving too, but I think honestly him having to do that commute for like a year or two just killed it in him, like the love of driving. I feel like at the very least you can use that time to listen to like podcasts and audiobooks and things like that. So it's not a complete loss, but it's not great either. Ooh, that's a nice thing to say. I'm fond of that. That's good. I like how these guys talk shit. I think they talk shit more than any enemy in the game. Ooh, that was really good. feel okay. I'm having an epiphany. Hopefully she'll do that more so that I can combo off of it. I like the ability combos in this game, but it really doesn't do an excellent job of letting you shit, I lost track of what I was gonna say. Oh, of letting you control the other party members so that you can tell them to do stuff. Did you see Twitch opts all streamers in for using their streams to train Amazon's generative AI? I did not. Can you opt out of it? Combo labbing. You know, I would. If there was stuff to lab, I would lab a little bit. I've been thinking about playing some character action games and FF16 eventually on stream, and I would definitely do that. You can opt out in security settings. Okay, cool. I'll have to remember to do that. I really hope I don't forget. Oh, God. Don't forget. I'm gonna write it down, hold on. Because my foolish brain will likely forget if I don't. That's so ass. What? I was going to say that I can't believe they keep doing this shit, but I actually can believe it. There's just... Line must go up. It'll crash eventually, right? Like it has to. Every intelligent person that I've heard talk about this has insisted that it must crash eventually. Like, even disregarding how,
about spreading
like,
Redurium.
obviously evil and disgusting AI is, and how like terrible and like how bad it is at doing its job. Even disregarding that, there's just so much, like almost all of the wealth that's generated by AI in terms of like the companies profiting off of it is entirely speculative, which like you can't sustain an industry long term on speculative like value, right? So eventually it has to all fall apart. Unpopular features are mysteriously opted in and not asked. Yeah, they really like doing that and then relying on either you forgetting or not caring enough to do it, or simply just being like so worn down and overwhelmed by them doing it 100 million times with a bunch of different things that you that some of it slips by. It's like how a lot of that garbage, a lot of like terrible shit gets implemented through legislation here in America by like sandwiching it into innocuous bills or bills that seem like they're cool, you know? Like we'll have something that's called like the Green Act, and it's like, hey, we're gonna make industries more environmentally friendly, and then sandwiched in that will be some like provision that's like, well, if you're this type of company and you're doing this thing, you can kind of just like exclude portions of your, you know, like carbon emissions or whatever.
Have you looked everywhere?
Like
So many
shit,
of us.
what's that thing? Carbon neutral companies, like all of that is completely bullshit. And ironically speculative as well. Because it's like a thing where a company can say that it's carbon neutral and that it isn't harming the environment because they what they do is they like plant trees, and then there's like a value that's assigned to the trees. I don't even know specifically like what it is, but they just give it like a emissions value of like like a polluting score or something, right? And then they go like, okay, well, if you plant X number of trees, even though you have the factory, you know, the pollution machine going, you can say that you're environmentally conscious. Source, trust me, bro. But yeah, it's kind of that. It's more like sinister than that. I feel like it's more like they're kind of just going like look, we have all this data to support how cool we're being, but the data doesn't really like it.
You're a better seeker than Lambert.
Like pollution doesn't
You care
really
about
work
everyone.
like that, you know?
You knew Lord Seeker Lambert?
I killed him. He cared more about stopping mages than protecting people.
You killed the Lord Seeker?
Pathetic mages. Crush them at Andorral's reach or starve them out. Doesn't matter which. I need an example. Seekers succeeding, seizing power, overthrow the divine, triumphant in the eyes of the Maker.
I am uncertain whether to believe you.
You believe I killed him?
Why wouldn't you believe him? I don't... Like, I don't think Cole can lie. I think it's, like, by his nature, he can't really fabricate memories like that. Ontological shock. What is that? I'm unfamiliar. Fuck, dude, I don't even know what ontology means, now that I think about it.
We should inform Cullen that we've taken care of Samson's Red Lyrium hoard.
You will be pleased.
Should cheer him up. Shift that stick in his ass.
I like how Sarah didn't say that it would get rid of it, just that it would shift it around. Saw what the Red Templars... The world must know what I have done. I killed Lynette's brother. He told her he was going to fight for the Empress. You know. For Lynette's jewels. He meant to take them and leave forever. Tried to stop them. Fought back and I killed him. Damn. This whole family is incredibly fucked up. The dudes who owned this mine.
You have to help us. They'll turn us into those things.
I love the like comically huge lock and chain on the fucking cage.
So many of us.
And also the way it just explodes off of it.
They are happier now.
Hard to explain, but when someone is presented with information or facts that are at odds with a closely held belief. Oh. Oh. I see. That makes sense. Wouldn't be me though. I would simply accept the truth. I'd be able to parse what the truth is and then accept it immediately. Because that's what being smart is, right? This fucking labyrinthian mind. Do the Clive Rossfield accept the truth? Like, are you asking if he do? He didn't know fully, and I guess once he did, it took him a while to no, you would do that. Yeah, no, totally. And he came around, you know, once he figured it out.
Inquisitor,
Hey, how's it going? Are you all right? I mean, clearly you're not, but
You're free. You can run along now.
I can't. My legs are so heavy. I can't move them. The red crystals, I can feel them at the tips of my fingers, beneath my nails, under my eyelids. I know what happens.
I don't really know what to do
I
about
have a
this.
letter for my love.
Oh, okay.
Would you
I can do that.
in the hollow of the marked tree by the river? When he returns from the war, he'll know to look there. Let him hate me and move on.
You have to
Will
help
do.
us. They'll turn us into those things.
Man, now I'm thinking about FF16 and how fucking incredible that game is. It's so good. And it plays so
It
good
was
too.
good to do that.
Okay, the last one is like... I figured that we had reached the end of this little deal, but apparently not. Wait, is there any more rocks? Just plants. Still need to finish it. I got to the first Titan fight and got... That's crazy! I was, It's definitely a game that's like very, very long, but despite its length, I was just so enraptured by it the entire time I was playing through it that it was all I was doing until it was done. Like with Baldur's Gate 3 and Clair Obscur. It's a really good game, a good time in history, I think, for games. Like, as sad as a lot of like stuff in the like big budget gaming sphere is, I think that like so many incredible games are still getting made, and like they're all, you know, like there's a bunch of really good games that are basically completely unique. Like, they aren't sequels or whatever. They're not like part of a long-running franchise or anything like that. Like, Baldur's Gate 3 is technically part of a larger series, but it's made by a completely different developer, and it kind of doesn't really resemble the previous games much at all. And Clair Obscur is like a completely new IP that is fucking incredible. I think that ultimately it's like, I don't know, studios don't need $100 billion trillion to make good games, and they don't need like a big ass you know, they don't need a million people and 20 years. Dude, what's happening? There's like one of these guys is just tearing through everyone.
One down!
Oh, it's because... Is it this guy? Has to be. He's the only dude left. Shit, I'm kind of not doing great on resources. But I also haven't had the chance to replenish any of them. Not really sure what to do here. I might be able to travel back to a camp. But Callisto, won't anyone think of the investors? Fuck the investors. The investors can burn in hell. I think the worst thing to happen to any industry is our shareholders. But like, or I don't know. I don't know enough about other industries, but I know enough about like media and stuff to say that shareholders ruin games and music and art generally. So, fuck him.
You have to help us. They'll turn us into those things. You have
I might be able to
They'll turn us into
skate by with this stuff.
things.
We'll see how it goes.
You saved us. We can all go home now.
Have fun. Try not to get killed by one
are
of the dudes
happy
on the way
now.
back. That's always something that I think about in like games where you go into like a really fucked up place and then you like free people who are kept prisoner, and it's like I just can't imagine that like a normal dude would be able to route their way out and back home safely, you know? Oh shit, everyone leveled the fuck up. Let's do... Oh yeah, that's good. Let's do that, and do one of these. Oh yeah. Working toward the ability that just lets Cole get automatic crits. Okay, I'm gonna save just in case this falls apart. But I have a good feeling about it. Actually, now that I think about it, why don't I just like do this? And then yeah, we'll see how that works. Ooh, look where they go. I think this is the fellow who was ruining everything. Oh, come on. Fucking hell. Dude, just die. Just lay down and accept it. It's time to go. Oh shit. I think these guys too are doing like an inordinate amount of damage to me and my compatriots. There we go. There better be something really good in this chest. I can't believe it. I thought for sure that that would be like a end of dungeon, like big cool reward. But no. Let's... Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna go talk to that lady before I leave because I love her stupid lie of saying that she sold the quarry to those guys not knowing what they were doing with it, even though they had explicitly told her they were gonna grow red lyrium out of people with it. Shareholders do ruin everything. I fear speaking with industry professionals about it is so sad. Yeah, I don't get why it's like, oh, well, you have a lot of money, so therefore you must be an expert on how this particular industry works, and then we should value your input above all the people who have been working in it for their entire lives.
You lied. You knew what the Red Templars were doing, but you took their
Or
gold
just
and
people who
stayed
are
silent.
a lot more,
Gold and any supplies they would give. Also, we
you know,
could
qualified.
live. There are many orphans in Sarnia. Who protected them when their parents were lost? We couldn't run. Not
Yeah,
with the
man,
river
really
frozen and
helping out the
demons.
orphans
If I
by
had said
putting
anything, they would have
them
killed
in
me
a
too.
cage and
So I let them
growing
take
crystals
me,
out of them.
and prayed that one day someone like you would come destroy them. All we could
Fuck
do was
off.
survive to
That's
that
not
day.
true, because you didn't,
Now
you
it's come,
didn't,
hasn't it? I
you
was
didn't
right.
tell me.
People were taken, infected by red lyrium because of your actions.
What else could I do? Take up the old
In the
pitchfork
US,
to
sadly,
fight?
having money
Those
equals
who
you are a
died
good
would
and
have died
competent
regardless.
person. Yeah, I think
This way, at
that's
least
just
some
like a side
survived.
effect of how capitalism works, unfortunately. Like, if we collectively think that people make money from their competence and intelligence and stuff and their work ethic, then the people that have the most money are obviously the most competent and intelligent, even though that's certainly not the case. Okay, so I have all of this, like, stuff. Hopefully I can pass it down. Oh yeah, okay. That seems quite good. And then, I think these are probably nothing. In terms of armor, yeah, you definitely need something better. No one could wear this stuff. I don't think anyone's really gonna benefit from it either. Oh, I have... It's a good thing to get. Okay, and then I can sell everything. Yeah, I really wish that this game had a system where you could disassemble gear for crafting materials, because that would make the gearing a lot less annoying. Because, like, the blueprints and the crafted stuff is, like, the best in the game, but it's not... Like, you have to grind so much to have enough to actually make something. If I look at crafting a weapon, and I pick, like, one of these staves... Yeah, I need 24. Which I barely got that much in all of the time that I spent fucking around in that mine. Maybe I should just like take the... I don't know. Let's take a look. How much would 122 DPS be? Oh, okay. Alright. I wasn't really sure if that would be like a considerable increase, but it definitely is. So let's just do... Let's do like this, and then... Heal on kills pretty good. But what about just like more attack? That seems cool. Just do... Yeah, just more. More attack. And armor penetration is usually pretty good. Guard damage, stagger on hit. Yeah, let's do that, and then... Ooh, abilities cost less stamina. Oh, on hit gain 5 guard seems kind of busted. Maybe I'll save that just a bit. For now, we'll do this. And then, yeah, we'll... and then let's think. I can probably make a dagger for coal. Armor penetration seems extremely good for a dagger. And then... yeah, critical damage. It is if you can stack that, you can just solo the whole game. That makes sense. That sounds very good. Okay, we'll make that, and then we'll make another one. And then he'll have 2 of them. Alright, and maybe make like a two-handed type deal. Or I should probably look at making some armor. Because everyone dies so fucking quickly. Okay, for this one, I think I want one that like looks... like cool, you know? Okay, it looks like... What's the difference between these two? Oh, it's... This one's like very, very marginally better. Okay. You can only have tier 1. That's fine. We're cool with that. 8 dex. That seems cool. 5 dex. And cold resistance. Are they all just... Yeah, they're all elemental. That's fine. And then some sort of stagger on being hit. Yeah, this is good. Oh wait, why? The, like, I didn't realize the gloves and stuff look so strange, but that's fine. That tripped me out. But I'll just slot all this back in. And then tint it. I think the main one that matters is like the coat itself, right? So if we do like, that looks pretty good. Those are fine the way they are. That's good. And then maybe some, oh yeah, the like, I forget how to make the armor, like the, yeah, these. See, it's like, throughout the entire game, I've basically built up enough stuff to make one set of things for, like, one character. Which is not ideal, you know? I kind of like these. Wait, first, the arms are important, because the ones that he has right now look really fucked up. Hmm. Yeah, let's go with this. And I like the fluffy pants. Then go to modify. And then ideally, I think I won't have to make anything for him ever again. Because this will just be good enough to last the whole game. Same with these knives, pretty much. And then who... Oh yeah, I know who gets this. Nobody. Right, that's good for now. So that I don't spend 20 million years doing that. And I think that's everything for... Me. Can I have it? Nope. I'm selling it for a very inconsequential amount of gold that I likely won't use. Return to Colon. But before we do that, go check my favorite...
Inquisitor!
What
Oh,
happened here?
The House of Repose decided to pay a visit. The guards arrived in time, but I should have guessed the assassins would infiltrate the servants.
they've already done that to Bull, so
You
it's
sure
not
they didn't
super
hurt you?
surprising.
They only frightened me. It was all so sudden. Leliana assigned people to shadow me. They appeared
Killing
to have saved
myself
my
for
life.
real as fuck
I owe you everything, Sergeant.
I'm sorry,
Only
I'm
my
sorry,
duty,
Kizzy.
Ambassador. I'll talk with the spy
I'll
master
make you a
about these
nicer
murderous
staff in
lads.
100
She'll
hours
find how
whenever
they
I
got
have
in.
enough materials
Any news on
to
the House of Repose,
make
Inquisitor?
one, you know?
What's the next favor we need to get these Duparakit?
We need a
Oh yeah, okay. The fucking war table. More like the snore table. That's how I'm feeling about it right now. Ooh. Okay, cool. I'm kind of at a point where I don't really know what to spend this on. Oh, more healing potions seems really good. I think it's like, yeah, more healing potions or the thing that gives me more like focus slots. Let's do more healing potions, because I feel like I run out of those near constantly. Cool. We did the thing. We did the thing. Ooh, and I have enough power to afford this. So let's do it. Because why not? And that's one of the DLC areas,
I have not asked in a while.
which will be cool. I will be doing those because they're pretty,
I know it.
like,
If I can help
important.
you any further.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Inquisitor.
In terms of the plot, I've heard that at least one of them comes up in the story later in, like, Veilguard, so that'll be interesting to see.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What are we doing?
What's the next favor we need to get these Duparakits a lordship?
We must persuade Minister Belize to ratify the papers. She's in charge of these matters of rank. The minister will be at a small fete thrown by the Marquis Wiscott. I'll get you an invitation.
Great. Delightful. I love nobles. I love them so much. I love political intrigue. Personally, I really like playing with the lives of regular people like it's a fun game, you know? Living or dying, what does it matter, really?
At your service.
Diverting soldiers in the Frostbacks. Okay, what about... Oh shit. That was not correct. What's this? Oh. I don't really have anything to send Cullen on at this point, so I guess he'll just sit on the bench for a little while. Oh, and I get to do one of my favorite things, which is pass judgment on shitty rich people. Let's do it.
Mistress Pulin of Sarnia is accused of aiding and abetting the Red Templars in the Dales. She sold a quarry to them for a handsome sum. They used the quarry to grow red lyrium by enslaving townspeople.
Yeah, kind of the
The only
most
extenuating
despicable
circumstance,
shit in the world.
Mistress Poulin was procuring supplies to keep the remaining townspeople fed.
If you'd like to explain your intentions, speak.
My crime was misjudgment. The land sale was meant to bring prosperity in hard times.
And
Yet you kept
the
taking coin from
slavery
the Red
and stuff.
Templars, even after you realized what they'd done to the people.
Why not? It bought food for the ones remaining. Isn't that enough? You question whether greed or necessity
Alright.
led me. Tell me which
It's
you
a,
weigh me
it's a
for.
nice shot of my legs and ass, I guess. Have her rebuild the town.
Mistress Poulin, you will spend all your ill-earned money rebuilding the town of Sarnia. If the townspeople forgive you, your debt to them is paid.
Your worship, I will do my best to repair what I have done.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I was kind of surprised at how much everyone loved that. They were all really feeling it.
Worship?
Alright, Colin. I got stuff.
I've been reading the letters found in the quarry. Samson is making red lyrium from people?
Not anymore. Not in that mine.
I knew Samson had fallen, but this... it's monstrous. We have to put an end to him.
I
Look
mean,
at these orders from the
yeah,
encampment. That armor
I
must
thought
give
that's what
Samson extraordinary
we
power.
were doing already.
We may not be able to stop him.
Take away his armor and the lyrium, and Samson's just another man.
I couldn't say how. Templars are trained not to destroy expensive magical equipment. Perhaps Dagna has some ideas. She crafts the impossible every day.
Oh, wow, I'm kind of surprised that like Dagna and that stuff is coming like back into the story, or that it would be like related to a completely different quest.
Worship?
And I wonder what would have happened if I like didn't have her at this point.
Dagna, what have you learned of Samson?
He should be dead. I mean, you could make a hat out of red lyrium and kill people, especially the wearer. Samson's armor, it's genius. To do all this and not go insane, it must be resistant. Or he is insane. Or both.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely fucking nuts.
You're not comforting me, Dagna. He's dangerous either way.
Oh, fine. I just need time and tools. People. And red lyrium. For tests, you see?
Is that wise?
Everything is safe if handled properly. And you don't touch it long. Or breathe it. I mentioned the hat, right? No hat. Time and resources, Inquisitor. I'll get what you want. Now shoo! I've work to do.
Oh, fuck. Well, it's good that I benched Colin, because this is probably a pretty good war table task for him to do. Hopefully it doesn't take 11 hours. I remember somehow completely of, like, missing this quest line on my first playthrough of this game. I think what happened is that I started it and then, like, didn't complete it before progressing far enough into the game. Oh wait, they're busy. It's one of you two? Are you fucking for real? Okay, 6 minutes, and how long for you? 12 minutes? Okay, that's not that bad actually. I have a couple things that I can go do while I wait. I love how whenever the doors open, they're kind of like low frame rate.
Worship.
So they just like, you know.
I don't know.
Anything with bull?
Need anything, Kadan?
I think we're done with bull
See you
stuff for
later,
now.
Nice
Unfortunately.
talking with you, boss.
Thank you.
Inquisitor.
What about you?
Sir Lordy Bloomers.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go
Nothing.
on.
Well, let me know
Cool.
if you find one.
He hunts the killer, but he's the one who killed her. He can't remember.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Nothing. Hmm.
Inquisitor.
Cassandra?
Is there anything you need?
Do you have any advice for me?
It's good that you recruited Enchante Vivian into the Inquisition. She is ambitious, but has always shown sense in her dealings with the Chantry.
I don't know
My
about
advice
that.
would be to watch her, but heed her when she speaks. That one wastes no words.
That's true.
That's
It's just most of her words are incredibly stupid. But... Okay, so I don't think any of my party members are gonna have stuff. She just like me. Cassandra or Vivian? Hopefully you're not talking about Vivian. But Cassandra, that makes sense. I can see it. Okay. Let's go let's go here. Vivian, the words I be saying are stupid. Oh no. No, not at all. No, you have very smart words. It's all that book reading that you do. Let's do our bowl. The colon bowl combo. I'm trying to think because there's
Thank you for
some
coming.
stuff
Maybe you could solve
that
this
there's some
mess.
like cutscenes
Our
and
missing
stuff that I
patrols are being held
haven't
hostage by Avar,
been able
barbarians
to
from the
trigger
mountains.
with
What are
Sarah,
they doing in a bog?
and I'm not
That's
sure
the
if it's
thing.
just because
Their leader,
her
he
approval
wants them to
isn't high
fight you,
enough, or
because you're the herald
if
of
I need to like
Andraste.
progress in the story.
What do they have against Andraste?
Well, the Avar think there are gods in nature, as in the sky has a god and the forest. The Avar
That's
say
cool.
you're claiming to be
I'm
sent
fond of
by one,
that.
and they'll challenge the will of your god with their own. I think their leader's just a boastful little prick who wants to brag he killed you.
I mean, you don't know that.
I was hoping we could negotiate.
I wouldn't count on it. These Avar don't seem to value diplomacy. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. But you're probably really good at fighting undead after Crestwood, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm not letting the Avar butcher the Inquisition's people.
I appreciate it. The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the fallow mire. Make her willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
Okay, what?
I've news, sir.
Let's hear it. I'm guessing this is probably gonna be... Oh, wow. It wasn't horrifically locked. And we got some liquor. Oh, I forgot. I like need... I need Blackwall in my party for picking up this stuff. How far? Oh. What should I order for lunch? Depends what your options are, I guess. For ordering food, there is a really good Indian place that's near me. I don't know if there are any near you. But when I'm ordering lunch, Indian food is usually very good. Oh yeah, guaranteed crits. We'll watch him just destroy everything. Love a good biryani or tikka masala. I agree. Unfortunately, I'm kind of like a basic person when it comes to Indian food, where I just really like tikka masala and like butter chicken. I basically like I like a butter chicken, and then if I want something other than chicken, getting like a lamb tikka masala is really, really good. Just to mix it up with the meat. Oh, tandoori chicken is also really fucking good. Biryani is hands down my favorite rice dish. It is very good. I think, I don't know, I'm just like, maybe it just has to do with like where I grew up or something, but I have such a heavy bias toward like meat, like really, really meat heavy dishes. And so if something like a biryani is just like less appealing to me because it's more focused on like rice and stuff. At least from what I remember.
Careful. Disturbing the water draws them out.
Oh fuck. These fucking guys. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, like usually when I'm getting Indian food, I'm getting like a butter chicken, I'm getting a garlic naan, and I'm getting a mango
Of some sort.
lassi. And I know that's all like, that is like the most basic shit ever, but I just love it. Lots of veggie biryani, but most of the time you get it with lamb or chicken. Oh, okay. I think I was probably just misremembering what it was like. Oh yeah, I was getting it mixed up with, I went to a restaurant recently with a friend, and he got a, I think it was like an African dish, and it was all just like rice and vegetables. And when I tried to rotate a biryani in my head, that's what I thought of. Waiter, more butter chicken, garlic naan, and mango lassi, please. It's true.
We could use these. Lure those corpses out of the mud.
That's what I'm
and fight
fucking
on
with.
solid ground.
Keep an eye out for more then.
I feel extra bad. I feel kind of guilty whenever I eat Indian food because like there's a specific like pepper that gets used for a lot of dishes. I can't remember exactly what it's called. There are like a couple of them. But it's like, it's really good. Like it's super tasty. But like the I have such a low heat tolerance that I can't ever like have anything higher than like mild at the place that I get food from. And every time, like I've tried a lot to get like just like medium spicy, and what happens is I'll take like a few bites and I'll feel mostly okay. Like I'll be struggling a bit, but I'm like alright. But the more I go through it, I'll get like halfway into a meal, and I just start to get super nauseous. And that feeling of like nausea completely ruins my appetite. Like I've heard that that type of thing can happen to people whenever they eat like, you know, when people eat those really fucked up genetically modified peppers that are like 100 billion Scovilles, and then they just like instantly get like ill and throw up. But it's like my body has that reaction to things which are probably not that spicy in the grand scheme of things, which sucks, because like I don't want to be that person that's like the day before I went on a road trip, I ordered spicy chicken tikka and it fucked me up. Yeah, it sucks, because yeah, you know, like I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, tasty though, ate the whole thing. Dude, I would if I could. If I could just grit and bear through it, I would. But it just like, it gets to be too much. I start to get like dizzy and shit, and I'm like, and then I kind of, I don't know, I have like a sensitive like stomach, or just like a weird relationship with like eating in general, to where I can very easily lose my entire appetite and then just be like unable to eat. If my face is not numb after eating my curry, I did it wrong. Yeah, I want to be able to eat shit like that. Like, cause I feel like when you make food that is spicy in like a good way, it's so good. And I love like generally the feeling that like eating really spicy food gives you. And I've heard it's like super healthy. It helps, I don't know how like legit this is, but I've heard that it helps your body get rid of like toxins and stuff like that through like sweating, and it, you know, if you're not going too overboard with it, it can be like really good for you. And that all seems so like awesome. But then whenever I try to like reach outside my comfort zone, it's just like I'm like throwing up. Like I'm not doing the thing where I'm eating like something that other people consider to be spicy, and then I'm just going like, oh, that's too spicy. I can't handle any of the feeling of like the spice discomfort. Like all of it's fine. Like I'm willing to endure the like pain part of it, but it's just at the point that it makes me like legit nauseous. And then once I reach that point, I'm just like, I can't go any further. And I don't really know what to do about it. For a while I was like doing this thing where I think my partner acquired like, it was around Halloween time, he got like an ungodly amount of like Mexican candy from his work that was like chili based, like probably like 50 of these like you know, the like lollipop type candies that are coated in like chili powder, which, you know, that's like somewhat spicy for me. Like it's spicy enough to where it causes a bit of discomfort, but it doesn't make me sick. So I was like, okay, if I eat one of these a day until they run out, so for like a month and a half, will that like help me? Will it help fortify me? And so I did that, and I got like eating the candy wasn't that bad for me. But then like we were about out of them, and I was like, okay, now's the time. And so we ordered Indian food again, and I got like, you know, medium spicy, and I was like, okay, here we go. And then the same thing happened to me, and I got sick like a few bites into it, like you know, maybe a quarter or half of the way through, and I could not keep eating it, and I was fucking devastated. I couldn't. I don't know what to do about it.
Been an exchange.
How's it
Any
going?
news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
No,
Very
not
well.
yet. But yeah, like when food is like properly spicy in like a way that isn't super superficial, I guess, if that makes sense, like a very subtle type of spiciness that creeps up on you over time and then like accumulates and builds and stuff. Like it tastes delicious, and I love the feeling of that like experience. But then it becomes the other stuff is just too much. Alright, who can go talk to Josephine again? Oh no. My next objective is go to the fucking Marquis party. No. It can't be. Oh, fuck. No. Oh, Josephine. What are you doing to me? She's making me go to fucking political functions now? Maybe Liliana was right. Maybe we should have just killed those guys. Okay, where's the thing to... Here it is.
Inquisitor?
And then... this... Let's go with that. And... okay. Okay, that works. Let's do that. And let's go to a party. Hopefully they aren't serving any spicy food, or else I'm going to annihilate the Inquisition's public image. Okay, who to bring? I guess I'll bring these guys. It looks like I just tripped through the gate.
Thank you for seeing me in private, Minister Belize.
I chastise you for taking me from the party, Inquisitor, but the Marquis throws such dull affairs. It's hardly worth it.
Okay.
I assume you wish to discuss your petition to elevate these du Paraquets to a minor lordship. Tell me, why should I allow you to pollute the Orlesian nobility any further than it's already been?
Because I'll snap my fingers and kill you if you don't.
The du Paraquets used to be noble. You'd be restoring an old house of Orlais.
Restoring it far too late. What are the du Paraquets now? Traders? Farmers?
Yeah, both
Really,
really
it is too much. The very
horrible
thought causes me
professions.
pain. What can
For sure.
you possibly provide that will make your petition worth my effort?
I won't kill you.
Information. Unless you believe your source is better than agents of the Inquisition.
Normally, I wouldn't trust your discretion. But the left hand of the Divine is working for you, is she not? Sister Leliana is a resourceful woman. I could certainly make use of her talents. Very well, Inquisitor. Should you fulfill this bargain, I shall raise the Duparakets into lordship.
Cool. Excellent. I'm really pissed that there wasn't just an option to be like, listen, lady, if you don't do it, I'm going to kill you and everyone here. But I guess that would kind of defeat the whole reason why Josephine wants to do this long roundabout thing in the first place.
Your worship. I must return to Valrayo to see that everything is in order. Please join me when you can.
Okay. Intimidation +6. I will cut your head off. Exactly. Dude, I'm always taking the druid subclasses that coincidentally have a bonus to intimidation. I'm really fond of diplomacy, and I like to be deceptive sometimes. I feel like intimidation is my least used, but out of the like talky skills, but I do really like it sometimes.
You're a mage, not my patron. I've no reason to be polite to you.
Your patron is my patron, and he tasked you to accompany me.
Also, I kind of love the idea of like a character who looks like me, but they're like capable of making threats because they can also turn into like a giant like owlbear. I fucking love wild shaping. Wild shaping should be in more games. And so should druids.
I received a letter from the House of Repose, Your Worship. They acknowledge their contract is null and void. There is no longer a price on my life.
That's crazy.
They're a polite bunch of ruthless murderers, I'll give them that.
I regret we were forced to deal with them. That you are endangered by my part in the game.
Please don't call it that. I really hate calling it the game.
I used to be a bard?
You were a singer.
Bards
No, you
entertain
dipshit,
the
like a
Orlesian
bard.
bards.
Like
They
an
sing,
Orlesian
play
bard.
music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
What made you interested in
I
becoming
just
a bard?
lost the game.
I was attending a university
Like-
in Valroyo when I learned about bards. There was such an
Like
air of romance about
the
them. Stories of secrets,
like the
risks,
game
and
game?
fascinating
Like the
people.
Orlesian the
A
game?
group
Or
of us,
a
young
game?
gentry from Antiva, decided this exciting life was for us.
The
I don't
game.
imagine many firstborn
Oh.
heirs join those
Oh,
ranks.
oh my.
No,
It's such
I
an
was a rather
ancient
foolish exception. During
invoking
one
such an
particular
ancient
intrigue,
thing.
I encountered the
I haven't
bard
thought about
sent to
that
kill my
in
patron.
aeons.
We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word.
5e Circle
Both
of
of
the
us
Moon Druid
terrified.
once makes me want to
We
put
were at
my
the
head in
top
a
of a
blender.
steep flight of
Why?
stairs.
It's
The other
awesome.
bard
It's
threw a
so
knife,
fucking
and
good.
I
Oh,
pushed him away from me.
I play so much
You can
Pathfinder. I miss
imagine the result.
I miss fucking D&D. It's the most broken shit ever. Exactly. It's awesome. I get to be like a competent spellcaster, and I get to be a tank, and I get to have like really good utility. A tank that will never die and has 1,000,000 hit points. Exactly, it's fucking sick. It's awesome. It's so good. Hey man, it's hard. Like, you know, you only have like 2 wild shape charges or whatever, and it's so bad. It's cool. It's awesome. You can get the thing that lets you cast while you're in wild shape. It's sick.
You've drawn a clear enough picture.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor.
Oh, sorry,
When I took
Josephine.
off his
I'm
mask,
thinking
I
about
knew him. We'd attended parties together. If
thinking
I'd
about
stopped to reason,
being
if
a
I'd
druid.
used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
Yeah, it's almost like all this politicking is really fucking evil.
He seemed willing enough to murder you for the game.
Perhaps. I feel I'm the last to judge whether or not he would have actually used the blade. In all the commotion... forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
Oh, dude, I can turn into an owlbear, and I can jump off like a really high... I mean, this is just Baldur's Gate, like not like tabletop, but like... turning into an owlbear in Baldur's Gate 3 and like jumping off a really high like thing, and then doing scaling damage and being able to jump like an infinite distance without taking damage is it's like the best feeling I've ever had in a video game ever. It's so good. And then it like knocks down. Not only does it do scaling damage, but it also knocks everyone down, and it's only a bonus action. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, it's so good. Poor Grim. I don't remember Grim from the Baldur's Gate 3, which means I probably need to play it again for a 3rd time.
You were taking on a league of professional assassins. I suppose I'll forgive it.
Oh, yes, the robot.
You've done much to help
That
House
fucking piece of shit.
And should you ever visit Antiva,
That thing
stories of
tormented
the
me.
welcome we'll give you will be told for years.
I'm not competent enough at making like really broken builds in Baldur's Gate 3. So on the higher difficulties, that thing has tormented me. But jumping on him is pretty good. Nearly ended my honor mode run because he got his movement doubled. Ugh. Ugh, that sounds fucking repulsive. The last time I played Baldur's Gate 3, I just did like a, like, I didn't do honor mode, but I did like the honor mode difficulty while still retaining the saves and stuff, and that was fucking crazy. It is always morally correct to cheese Grim in honor mode. Oh yeah. Well, and I feel like I've really wanted to do and like finish an honor mode run of that game so that I can get like the cool dice and just to have done it. But it's hard for me because the like most optimal way to play through it is kind of like doing a speed run where you
Inquisitor?
Intentionally forego doing a lot of the like hard fights and a lot of the quest lines and stuff because they are just too much of a risk, you know, for ending your run. And that's like, I don't know. I'm kind of like neurotic. Like when I play games like that, I want to do everything every time. So it's like hard for me to change my mentality to be oriented around 10 minutes. It's very difficult. I did all the boss fights I could and several of the Act 3 fights nearly ended my run. Yeah.
Not at all. I will inform you.
Oh, later, Kizzy. Thanks for Thanks for tuning in, even if it was just for a little while. Did all the boss fights I could. Dude, that's crazy. I can't imagine how many attempts you had to, like, make, like, on the game as a whole in order to get to that point multiple times. Or, you know, I guess I'm just assuming that you probably had a few runs that were ended. To be totally honest, most of the runs end in Act 1. I guess that makes sense. Like, with a lot of stuff like that, if you're building your party members, like, correctly, then you will, like the early part of the game is the hardest because you haven't built up your stuff yet, but by the time you get to, like, Act 2 and you have, like, built it up more, it just snowballs until you get to the end of the game. And then the end of the game, I feel like, is balanced in kind of a way where they're sort of, like, counting on you having built your stuff good, at least in the higher difficulties, and so those fights are all insane. Like, to not spoil it, but I don't know how to say this. There's a demon fight that I feel like on the hardest difficulty would be fucking insane to try to do. Did you... I'm really curious, did you actually, like, finish it? Have you beaten the game on honor mode? And if so, did you do it by yourself or, like, with other people? Because I've heard that the multiplayer can make that stuff easier as well. Need a very clear-cut strategy for assembling your builds in Act 1. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, wow. Oh, you did it. Oh, fuck. Dude, we might have to talk about that later because... Yeah, you should, like... At the very least, you should, like, DM me the builds that you used, because that's awesome. I wonder, how long did it take? Like, was it, like, just a normal playthrough length, or was the same run? I nearly died to Grim, I nearly died to many Act 3 bosses. So it's even crazier to me that you like, did all of the fights that you could. Like, you didn't skip anything. That's really neat. Because that was the thing that, like, I heard, or, like, read in all of the guides that I was looking at for getting through it, that they were like, no, you should only do, like, the fights that you kind of, like, have to do. I wanted to experience all their legendary actions and new abilities. Yeah, that definitely is, like, the cool thing about doing that. It's a huge reason why I wanted to do it too. I think, when... Oh yeah, no, the last time I played the game, I didn't even do the, like, hardest difficulty. I just played on, like, veteran, like the one that's one notch above the normal difficulty. So I don't even know what any of that stuff is like. When I was trying to do it, like the legit honor mode thing, I think I got like 10 hours in, and I fought, I did, like, a lot of the stuff in Act 1, and then I fought the giant spider that's in the well in that, like, town, and it wiped my party, and like, the feeling of losing those 10 hours was just, like, too much. I couldn't bear it. But, you know, I ended up, like, pivoting my build, or my run to just be, like, the one bit above veteran to try to, like, learn the game better, I guess. Incrementally. The optimal character building strategy mostly just involves maxing out your burst damage with every party member. Baldur's Gate 3 is far more useful to have a party member that dishes out damage than a traditional composition like tank, healer, DPS. Yeah, I feel like healing, kind of similar to tabletop, the like having a party member who specializes entirely in healing is a lot less valuable than having just party members who can kill like everything really quickly. Oh, is this a... yeah, it's a dead end. I need to go around this way. And it looks like all of the builds that I was looking at originally were like structured with that in mind, like just making everyone do an ungodly amount of damage. Life Clerics can still do Spirit Guardian builds and such, but choosing Life Domain is suboptimal. Yeah, the one I was looking at for... because I didn't want to do anything like too weird where I was having like party members do builds with classes that they weren't like you know, not the classes that weren't their default, I guess. So like, you know, I wanted Shadowheart to still be a cleric and stuff like that, but when I was looking at like Shadowheart stuff, it was like I think it was the light domain had like a bunch of shit that was insanely strong, and so on that playthrough of the game I just like went with that. Always change Shadowheart off of Trickery domain, it's so fucking awful. True, it is. That domain is dog shit. I think it's really funny how a lot of the like default builds for your party members in Baldur's Gate 3 are like complete ass. Light domain is probably the best for cleric. It was insane, like the way especially against like undead and stuff, it seemed incredibly strong. Dude, what am I missing here? Oh, I just like took the wrong turn here. Yeah.
No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me, or the Inquisition's soldiers.
Getting Fireball is too good. Yeah, Fireball's crazy.
And wet. I can't hear the
having
soldiers.
Like forget what Sunbeam or whatever is insane. And then there's that like mace that you can get that lets you cast it like once a day for free. And then all of there's like a bunch of armor pieces that specifically synergize with light domain and like light damage that were really cool.
My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
Dude, why are you like 20 feet tall?
Why aren't you with the other Avar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits. Endless. What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
They're caused by the breach in the sky. It was some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
I thought the Avar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rights to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
Right on.
The other Avar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them. Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
I was watching a friend play Baldur's Gate 3, like, for the first time, and he isn't super experienced with, like, CRPGs at all, but he has played a lot of tabletop, and it's like really fun getting to watch him like break that game apart immediately just from the tabletop knowledge that he has. Because he was doing, like, for Gale he picked I think it was divination, which wasn't something that I had like thought of as being really good, but apparently it just gets a thing that lets you re-roll any attack in the game to like a specific value. Like at the beginning of the day you roll like 2 dice and then you just like have those values. So and then you can change any roll to those values. So like if you roll really high, also hold on, all of my facial capture stuff stopped working. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll just let it roll. Let's see if I can fix it here. Yeah, the port didn't die.
You can mend the gaps in the air.
Pretty great, huh?
Maybe you do have a god.
Hold on, I gotta pause the game. If you roll really low, it's good because when enemies like do attacks and stuff, you can just force them to miss or fail. And then rolling really high is good because you can just like succeed skill checks. One of the best builds in the game is a Cleric Spirit Guardians build that combos with the reverberation effect with radiant damage. Yeah, I like just in the casual playthroughs, the
farewell then.
Watch the water.
Spirit Guardians as a spell seems so incredibly strong. Okay, I'm gonna hold on. Real quick, I'm gonna go get a charger for my phone. I thought it could maybe endure being unplugged because it was at full power, but all the face capture apps I use are so demanding that it's gonna die if I don't go get a cable real quick. So I'll be right back. Stay tuned.